Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be talking about the new Natasha Denona Diamond and Blush palette. I'm really excited about this palette. So she did release two. She released a citrus one and Darya, which is the one that I'm going to be talking about today. But I haven't swatched it. I haven't applied it. So this is going to be my first impressions, and I'll do some swatches for you guys too. So if you would like to see the Darya palette, swatches, first impressions, up close, all of that kind of good stuff, then please keep on watching. Just going over the palette, this is the box that it comes in. It's really pretty. It is in a white box, holographic lettering, which is really pretty, and then it says Natasha Denona. And it is a face highlighting and contour palette. This retails for $89, which I know right off the bat you're like, oh my gosh, that is super expensive, which it is. It is expensive for a palette. A lot of times you can get a highlighting palette for around $40 or less, so this is pricey, but I do want to break down the prices for you guys because a lot of times it ends up being less expensive if you break it down by gram and how much you're paying per gram than it is when you add up other makeup that you probably have in your collection. So I just dug up some stuff that I had in my collection. This Becca individual shimmering skin perfector, this is in Champagne Pop. I use this all the time. I would definitely repurchase this. So this individually is $38, which is actually pretty expensive for an individual highlight. But these are pretty popular. The Becca Cosmetics has really good highlights. So for $38, you are getting 8 grams of product. And the Natasha Denona palette, you are getting 6 pans of product, 7 grams each. So you're getting a total of 42 grams of product for $89, and that just sounds expensive. But if you were to buy 6 individual Becca highlighters at $38 each, you would be paying $228. That's crazy. So if you compare $228 to $90, that $90 isn't sounding too bad, right? Also, I was going in my collection and I found a blush that I use pretty frequently. It is a MAC blush. So MAC blushes, if you buy it in like with this packaging in the plastic, they are $23 for 6 grams. If you were to buy 6 of these, you would pay $138 for 36 grams of product. So comparing that to the Natasha Denona, you are actually, for the amount of product that you're getting, it is less expensive to get the palette. So I just wanted to break that down for you. I know that kind of sounded like a little math lesson, but I think it's really important to look at that before you buy a product, and also important to look at that before you completely roll a product out, because it just kind of really shows you that you are getting your money's worth. You are getting a lot of product. Let's actually dive into the palette and see how it is. So this is the palette. First of all, this packaging is so cute. It's pink, it has holographic lettering. Look how cool that looks. And this is actually the packaging. I wasn't expecting it to be this big. This is pretty big. So I was like pretty surprised when I saw how big it was. It says Natasha Denona Diamond and Blush Palette. Super, super cute. I mean, you can't get cuter than this. It's also perfect timing because Valentine's Day is coming up. I love Valentine's Day. As you can see, I got my nails done for Valentine's Day. Really cute. And the packaging reminds me of Valentine's Day, so I just really love it. So this is I'm really excited to show you guys this. This is the inside of the palette. Here it is right side up. And you do get a nice size mirror in it as well, which is, I mean, it's a huge mirror. So this palette is divided into 3 sections. It's a diamond, blush, and glow. The top row are cream products, and then the bottom row are your powder products. And there is a plastic covering on the cream products, which I really like, so that way when you get into your powder products, you're not messing up the cream products. And you can actually just lift that. There's a little lip here, and this goes all the way back. So in this palette, you get a glow cream, a cream blush, a duochrome highlighter, a diamond powder, a powder blush, and an extreme glow. So you are getting 2 blushes and then 4 highlighting products. I was watching Natasha Denona's stories when she was talking about this product. She did a whole demo on both of the palettes. So she was talking about how this is kind of the star of the show. This is what she inspired her to do this palette. It's the diamond powder, and she wanted your highlight to kind of sparkle like diamonds. And then the glow cream base is actually a cream highlighter, and it's supposed to be the base of any 3 of these other highlighting textures. I'm gonna demo this for you guys in the same steps that she demoed in her stories. She also said that you can use the glow cream base by itself or as a base, and I think she said that you can use these other 3 by themselves too. And also what I wanted to say is that, so she came out with 2, the Darya, which is this one, and then she came out with Citrus, which was more of a bronzy palette. And she said that this one is more suitable for fairer skin tones, and the Citrus would probably be more suitable for darker complexions. So I did pick up the Darya palette. I don't have a tan right now, and just naturally my skin tone is a little more on the fairer side. I'll show you guys close-ups of all the swatches. Okay, so now we're going to jump into the demo. If the lighting looks a little different and my makeup looks a little bit different, that is because it is a different day. I actually did the demo the same day as I did like the intro. I just wasn't happy with the footage. It was kind of dark, and so I just decided that I'm going to refilm it. So you're technically getting my second impressions, not like my first impressions, but that's okay. I think this will actually give you a more like honest opinion since I've used it once already. So now you guys can see it how I like it a second time. So I'm just going to copy the steps that Natasha Denona recommended in her demo on her Instagram. So the first thing that I'm going to do is start off with the cream blush. So that is this middle one right here. So the way that she was explaining in her demo is that these blushes and the highlights are supposed to be layered. So the first thing that we're going to do is go in with a cream blush. And I'm going to apply this with my fingers. You don't want to get too much because, especially with cream blush, because you can get carried away a little bit. So I'm just going to go in with my finger, just have a little bit right there. And I'm just going to put this on the cheeks. So I have that applied on my cheeks. I don't want to go in too heavy, like I said, because with cream blush, you can get a little bit carried away. So we have the cream blush applied. That is a really beautiful, beautiful color. I really like that a lot. So next, I'm going to go in with the powder blush. That is this one right here. And we're going to layer that on top of the cream blush. So I'm just going to go in with a blush brush. Also, if you do happen to go in a little bit heavy on your cream blush, what you can do is just blend it out with a damp beauty sponge. I'm actually really loving this cream blush. It's super pigmented and it's really pretty, and it looks a little bit intimidating in the pan because it is kind of like that bright pink color. But as you can see, if you go in and with a light hand, it looks really pretty. It doesn't look like scary or anything. So now I'm going to apply the powder blush. And see that how that adds just a little bit of color and really just like brightens it up. Okay, so I'm actually just going to blend this out a little bit with a different blending brush because I don't want a brush with product on it. So this is the side with no blush, and then this is the side with blush. Obviously, you can wear these products by themselves. If you want to just wear the cream highlight or the cream blush, you can just wear the cream blush by itself. And if you just want to wear the powder blush, you can wear the powder blush by itself too. So now what I'm going to do is go in with the Glow Cream base, and that is in the diamond section right here. And this is a cream highlight. So I'm just going to use that as a base. And what she said in her demo is that you can use that as a base, and then you can go in with any of the other 3 textured highlights to layer that. So I'm going to start with the cream highlight base and just put that on my finger as well. Got a little bit of highlight right there. And just put that on the high points of my cheek, like my cheekbones. So as you can see, it is adding a subtle glow. Looks really pretty, and you can totally leave it like that. But I am, like I said, I'm going to copy the steps that she did in her demo. So I am going to go in with one of the powder highlights. So I'm going to go in with this bottom one right here, and that is the Glow Extreme. So I'm going to go in, this is a powder highlight, so I'm actually going to go in with just a highlighting brush. This is what I typically use to highlight with powder highlight. And then we're just going to layer that on the top of the cream glow base. Oh yes. See how that just really added a nice shine to it? So pretty. So that is with the Glow Extreme on the top of the Glow Cream base. It's really beautiful. And like I said, you can totally stop there, but as Natasha Denona did, I'm going to go in with the diamond powder. And she mentioned that this was kind of the inspiration to the palette. She wanted people's highlight to sparkle like diamonds. So this is the diamond powder. I'm going to swatch this on the back of my hand so you guys can see how it just sparkles like diamonds. It really does. It's so beautiful. So I'm going to go in with the same highlighting brush and we're just going to layer that on top. Oh my gosh, like I barely put anything on and it just really makes it more intense. Look at that. I'm going to Target after this and I'm going to be shining bright like a diamond, literally. Probably a little heavy for Target. You can see, like, look how beautiful that is. So now we're going to do the other side. And I'm actually going to blend this out a little bit because it is so heavy and I am going somewhere after this. Okay, looks like that's going to stay there. So now I'm going to do the other side. Same steps. I'm going to go in with the cream blush. I'm afraid to go in too heavy, so I'm just putting some on the back of my hand before I go in on my face because I'd rather start off with a little and then build that up than just go in super heavy with the cream. And then blend it out with a different finger that doesn't have product on it. And I am going to blend this out a little bit with my beauty blender. So now that we have the cream blush on this side, I'm going to go in on top with the powder blush. I'm going to blend that out again with a different powder or a different, powder brush, just because I don't want it so heavy, you know? Okay, so now we have the cream and powder blush on this side, and then now I'm going back in with the glow cream base right here. I'm gonna go in a little bit more. There we go. Super pretty and super subtle. I love the cream highlight by itself. It's so pretty. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with the Duo Glow. I'm really debating. I want to show you guys the products, obviously, but I'm really debating if I want to do two separate sides of makeup, because I am going to go out in public. I'm just going to do it. I can always, like, quickly take it off real quick. So now we're going to go in with the Duo Glow, and because I already have used this, I was super excited about this product because it's beautiful. I'm going to swatch it for you guys. It is a duochrome highlight, so it has that pink shift on one side right there and then a gold shift. It's beautiful. It's just, I didn't have luck with it applying it to my cheeks the other day. It made it look like I had like a bruise on my face a little bit, but I want you guys to see how it applies to my face, so I am going to go in with it on this side. You can see the pigment on the brush, like look how pigmented that is. So I'm actually going to take some of that off with the pink blush, and because it's a pink duochrome highlight, it really does give off like a bruise effect, at least to me. So, but I want you guys to see it, so I am going to apply a little bit. Look at how beautiful. It is a really beautiful color, but see how it gives off that pink shift right here, and then right here it gives off a really beautiful gold shift. Because of the pink shift, I'm not crazy about that. I just, for me personally, I'm not super crazy about it, but I wanted you guys to see it, so I am going to just show you how it looks applied to the face, because you can't really tell with swatches. So there it is with the gold shift and pink. I just like, I'm not crazy about the pink shift. So to be honest, I probably won't use this very often as a highlight on my cheekbones, but I definitely am going to go in and use this as an eyeshadow. I think it's going to be beautiful on the lids. It really does have a beautiful color, and the duochrome in it is, I love it so much, but I just don't like how it looks applied to the face. I just like, it makes me want to just like sweep that off a little bit. I definitely prefer the classic highlighting look. And as you can see, like I obviously went heavier on this side because on this side I don't want to go too heavy because of the pink shift. But it is a beautiful duochrome highlight. So as I did on the other side, I am going to top that off with the diamond powder. That's this lower one right here. Look how pretty that is. I love it from this angle. I love it so much from this angle. I think it's really beautiful, but just from the front, it kind of looks like I got like a strip of like sunburn right there. So that is the demo. I'm going to zoom you guys out a little bit. So that concludes the demo. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Overall, I absolutely love this palette. I really do. Now that I've played with it a little bit, since this is my second time using it, I just feel like I have a better opinion on it because I have used it once before. And I can definitely say that I still love this palette. I think it's so beautiful. I was a little bit worried about the cream blush because I don't wear cream blushes that often. So you just want to be careful. This blended out super well. You just want to be careful that you don't go in too heavy because you can look like a clown. That definitely happened to me the first time that I ever used cream blush. So if you're not used to it, you want to play with it a little bit just until you get used to it. But I definitely do love this palette. I love it so much. I highly recommend it. It's such a beautiful palette. The colors in it are perfect for spring. They're going to be so beautiful for spring and summer. And Natasha Denona's products are just amazing. They're such great quality. As I was talking about earlier, you definitely get your money's worth when you do purchase these products. Even though they are more expensive, for the amount of product that you're getting, it really is worth it. If you are on the fence about it, I highly recommend this palette. I would just say go for it. It's totally worth it. And these highlights are really beautiful too. They have more of a champagne color to them, so they're just really beautiful. Honestly, you guys, I'm obsessed with Natasha Denona's products. Because they are so expensive, I don't have like a ton of them, but I did pick up the Sunset palette last year, and so this is actually my second Natasha Denona palette, and yeah, I don't think it's gonna be my last. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this demo. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys are gonna purchase the Darya palette or the citrus one. I'd love to know. Let me know your thoughts on it, and if you guys have any questions on it, feel free to ask me that as well. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. It feels so good to be filming again. I know it's been a while since I've uploaded like a sit down makeup video. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.